Welcome to the 2022 Crockpot Challenge. I, Luis Garcia, will be your host this year to host this competition. Usually we do this every year and we focus on students being able to make a meal in a crockpot that can be done pretty easily. We will have three outlines mainly for this competition. We'll be looking at ease, ability, how easy the meal will be to make, the cost of all the items. Once you add up everything, it should come down to a low price, and also how healthy the meal is. And after doing some research, I was able to find a recipe online that has basic steps to follow. It was also made up of mostly basic household items, except two ingredients that we will find out soon. And here are the ingredients. So today we will need around 3 pounds of cubed stewing meat, 3 pounds of potatoes. I used russet in this case. Also around 1 cup of celery sliced. I used 2 large onions, although you can give or take. About enough carrots to yield you about 1 to 1.5 cups. And our last ingredient is a package of beef stew mix, and the star of this challenge is, of course, the crock pot. Now we will start this off by combining 2 cups of water into our crock pot and also the beef stew mix. Now we will stir this together until there are no clumps of stew mix anywhere visible. We will then toss in our cubed stewing meat and make sure to make an even layer around the bottom of the crock pot. Now for our potatoes, we will need to get them down to bite-sized chunks. In order to do this, we just slice them in half and in half over and over again until we get evenly sized pieces. Of course, we wash the potatoes before we start cutting them. Onions. For these, we will cut off both ends and peel out the outer skin, because just like ogres, they have layers. We cut our onions in half top down, and then we cut slits one way and then repeat it the other way. This will leave us with finely chopped pieces, which we will then just need to spread apart from each other. Nearing the finish line, we have carrots. We just chop off the ends for these, and with the help of movie magic, we have all of them cut up into evenly half-inch sliced pieces. And last but not least, we have celery, which I am not the biggest fan of, but I decided to give it a go. Similarly, like we did with the carrots, we will cut them up into evenly sized slices so that they are able to cook evenly in the beef stew mix. And finally, after throwing it all in, we will then mix it up with a spoon evenly and turn it on high and leave it to cook for around 6 to 7 hours. This much fed around 10 people, and for my first time trying a crock-pot recipe, I'd say it turned out pretty A-okay.